Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, ready to set up my week in my planner. Let's go. I have been so excited to use some of the really bright colored stickers from the new Rongrong Merry and Bright sticker book. So that's what we're going to use this week. I'm using an undated vertical spread, super simple, soon to be available over on my website. So we'll talk more about that, but let's get decorating. I just love these colors. I can't wait to use them. All right, let's go. I completely fell in love with this set of stickers when I flipped through this Merry and Bright sticker book for the first time. I think the sticker book might be sold out on Rongrong's website, but you can also check out the PET tape, and she had some box sets available. So be sure to head on over. I do have a link in the description box below that will save you a little bit of extra money when you use that link. So be sure to check that out. I love these stickers because they remind me of the colors that I use to decorate my craft studio for the holiday season. I love the bright colors, the cheerfulness, so cute, and that Christmas tree is a dream. So I'm using my sticker guides. Those are those plastic sheets that you put over the top to kind of figure out where I want my stickers to go. It lets me kind of play around. I'm using one of the undated inserts that I created. They will be available over on my website, so you can check that out at ScrappyWife.com. These really simple, straightforward planner inserts that are made with really high quality paper, because I can't help it. I'm a little bit of a paper snob. I want some nice, thick, smooth paper to use when I am doing my planning. So I knew I was going to create some inserts that really lent themselves to being decorated. I don't have to white out a bunch of things. I can just go for it. And that's what I'm doing on this particular spread. I actually began by putting some of the larger decorative elements in place, and I knew I wanted to use that big Christmas tree, so it was about figuring out where that Christmas tree would go. I like the idea of it up on the double box because it feels like it's a little bit in the background, making it seem even bigger than it actually is. And then I was able to balance it out with another tree over on the left-hand side. So now we have this feel of like decorating and holidays, and it's coming together really nicely. This is some washi tape that I had in my stash. Can you believe it? This is some grid washi tape, and this is the end of the roll. You guys, let me know down below, how often have you finished a roll of washi tape? For me, I feel like I can count on one hand the number of times I've actually finished a whole roll of washi tape, and this one is one of them because it's this beautiful blue, like Tiffany blue color, matches perfectly with the blue in these stickers, and so it was fun to use this kind of as the floor. I've talked about this recently. I really like using washi tape to help ground little scenes in my planner, these little sticker scenes. So for instance, I have this girl, let's give her a floor so that she's hanging out. It just makes a little bit more sense, brings that whole cluster together right there. And I'll end up using the washi tape over on the left side as well, with the same concept of creating a kind of a floor feel. All right, I'm putting some of the functional stickers down. These are all from the Merry and Bright sticker book. It's a busy week. You know, it's the month of December. There's all the things going on. I still have a few kid activities going on here and there. We have some holiday things, and so need functional boxes for all the things. Let's put some washi tape over on the left-hand side. Again, it's balancing out what is on the right-hand side, and it's grounding the two areas together. So the two places where I have these little scenes coming together. If I'm being completely honest, I struggled getting these stickers off of the sticker guide this time around, and here's why. I was doing multiple things in my craft studio as I was decorating, and I walked away and left the stickers there for a bit. You cannot leave stickers on your sticker guide for an extended period of time because it's really hard to get them off. And so I had some issues. Luckily, because the Rongrong stickers are such a good quality, even if they rip ever so slightly, like this one where her hand kind of came undone, they go back together really nicely. With cheaper stickers, when they rip or when you have a rip in a box, you can't really fix it without it being really obvious. But that's not the case with the Rongrong stickers, so I'm able to line it up, get it all back in place, and it's like it never happened. But that was my lesson to learn. You cannot just leave stickers on these sticker guides for an extended amount of time. It's really, just for a few minutes as you're getting things in place, and then you can start transferring them over. The other thing that I'm doing that's a little bit different this time around is I'm not actually going to put any bullet points or checklists on the spread, which is unusual. Usually I'm a checklist kind of girl, and I may end up writing a few bullet points in later on as we go. But I really wanted to focus on the colorful boxes, and I did not have bullet points that were in these colors, and I didn't want to detract from the brightness of the spread with black bullet points quite yet. So I'm going to stick with the functional boxes for scheduling, which is what I typically do in a vertical spread. Functional boxes equal appointments and meetings and practices and things like that. And then I tend to use bullet points as task lists. But we'll stick with the functional boxes here for schedules, and then I can kind of adjust on the fly as I start to fill this in, because when I decorate, I tend to decorate at the beginning of the week, during the week when I have time, and then I actually fill in the spread on Sunday afternoon. So a lot of times these spreads do change ever so slightly on Sundays when I am sitting down to actually fill it in and make sure it's really functional for me for the week. I do post after the pins. So I know I've gotten a lot of questions. Can you post what it looks like after the fact? I post those over on Patreon. You can actually see them as a patron, or they are available publicly over on Patreon if you follow me just as a free subscriber. So for those free subscribers, I think that's pretty much the only thing that gets posted. Everything else is exclusive to the paid tiers of Patreon. But if you're ever interested in checking out those after the pin spreads, you can head over to Patreon and see what those look like. So I have a few more opportunities to add little decorative stickers here and there in some of these little kind of niches that came together as part of the clusters. I love this concept of the ornament kind of hanging off the box. I think that's super cute. So let's repeat it. I was going to put it over there, but that's too big. Let's have it be right over here. The very last thing I'm going to need to do is go ahead and add dates to the top of this. I'm going to pull dates from Mojo Jojo's Rainbow Dated sticker book. I considered a couple of different ones. We're going to go with a pink, kind of simple, because again, we're putting the emphasis on the decorative bright stickers for this particular week. That is going to wrap it up for this planner spread. As always, I will link things down below. Make sure to use that link to head on over to Rongrong's website because it saves you an extra 10% on your order, which is amazing. These planner inserts are part of my undated release. They are available to Patreon members on December the 1st. They will be available to the public on December the 4th. So you can check out my website down below to go shop. I have this one. I have 5 total layouts in 3 different sizes. Head on over, pick up some inserts to get your planner all set up for 2024. All right, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you all so much for all of your support and for being such an amazing crafty community. We would love to have you join us over there. I hope that all of you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.